Hey, and welcome back to Studio 6 for the advanced build of a gorilla. The card guard was my biggest bid at 98 pieces, but this is a whopping 118 pieces. So stay with me as we build a gorilla. This one's broken up into parts, much like the card guard, so this is the first match list for the legs. So we'll do those first. As always, you can find these match lists on my Twitter feed. Alright, let's get started with the legs. So this will be a small floor of elm. And we'll grab another small floor. And we're going to space it out 2 units. So this will be 2, 2, and 2. Again, I've just doubled the 1, 1, 1 grid system. We'll grab another small floor. And we're going to move it 2, 4. And then place another one back at the 6 mark, 5 and 6. So that's a gap of 4 units in between feet. 2 between the front and 2 units between the back. Alright, here's a 2x4 wall. And we'll put these on the back small floors. And then for the front. Nope, not yet. Front feet are a little different. I'll have to put in the knuckles. So we're going to add in 4 tiny floors of elm. Gorillas are up on their knuckles. And then we'll add the 2x4 walls in on top. That'll give us our basic gorilla shape. We'll grab another small floor of walnut and put it on top. That's going to be 6 units up from the knuckles. And in the back, we're going to lay a post right across and fill in the last 2 spots with tiny floors. Alright, front and back legs. Got them spaced. Now we're going to go with 1x2 wedges. And we'll space these off the elm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to repeat this going all the way around the back legs. This will kind of give us the Popeye arms and legs that really give this gorilla shape. And then the last 2 wedges. Now let's even these out with tiny floors. Just slight pause before we come back down. That's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 tiny floors we're going to insert all the way around. This is a good model, but it's a big one. I think I've built 3, and I've built this one at least 4 times. So it's a good one to get right the first time. Alright, now we're going to take 1x2 wedges and flip them over. And have them come back into the body. There we go. And we'll just complete this all the way around. And that's going to give us a nice stocky graduated shape for the legs. I think I've done one for Raza, I've done one for Dawn, and I've got one done for me. Got a poofer. Let's go over and replace that one right now. This model's too big to forget about pieces. Alright, there we go. Back legs looking good. Now we're going to kind of repeat the same process on the front, but not quite. Take these 1x2 wedges here. And again, that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8 all the way around. Got the original on my remote studios base. I was finally able to get it transposed over here to Studio 6. Again, 118 pieces. It's a lot to remember. Alright, and once again we're going to fill these in with tiny floors. Again, 4 per leg, so that's a total of 8. Once you get the basic shapes down, it's just a matter of slinging wood. This is not too bad, it's just a lot of pieces. It's well worth the effort though. Alright, let's get our last 2 tiny floors in. Now the front legs are longer, so we're going to use 1x3 wedges here. Flip them upside down and bring those arms back in. But because it's a little longer, it gives us a little finer graduation back into the arm. This will also be 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, last 2. And you can really start to get a feel for this gorilla. As you can tell, it's bigger than us. Quite imposing. Alright, got a 1x2 wedge here. And we're going to pop this on top. And this will be the shoulder blades. Flip that one around, bring it in. Perfect. And then we'll use a 1x1 wedge of elm. And we'll slide it in here to give our thumbs. And this really sets off those front knuckles. There we go. Now let's get started on the body. Another match list. Not as many pieces. We've done a majority. This should be pretty straightforward. We'll start with the 1x2 wedge. Bring it in just off that post back there. And this will be pretty much 2 of everything as we go. We'll take a 2x4 wedge. Take 2 of those. It's going to give us our nice back up into the shoulders. And then last, another 1x2. And 1 more. That'll take us right up to the head. Alright, now it's starting to fill out. Let's grab a 2x4 wall. And we'll put it right under those 1x2 wedges against that post. And we'll take 2 of those. Get it in. There we go. And 1 more 2x4 wall. Turn this one flat. And we'll see if we can fill in that gap up top. There we go. Perfect. And we'll go 1x1 wedge. And we'll fill in the tailbone here. It's not quite the clunky saddleback. There we go. And then a 1x4 wedge. And we'll come down from those 1x1s that we just put in. And that'll give us a nice hard line for the belly. Oh, there's a poofer. You want to get that one popped. Alright, there we go. Don't have any of those on the pegboard. Got it back. And there's our other 1x4 wedge. We're going to flip a 1x2 around and put it right to those 1x4s we just did. There we go. Go from the belly into the chest. Now we'll take a small floor and we'll kind of fill in this gap here. There we go. There it is. Just what we needed. Grab another one, fill it on the other side. Maybe. Not from that side. Let's try it from the front again. There we go. And these are going to be 2x2 wedges of walnut. And that will give us the barrel of our chest as we come up to the head. There we go. Perfect. And then lastly, we've got 3 small floors. That will flesh out the gaps here. any which way you want to turn them. Put them front on, sideways, but it will take 3 to fill in those gaps. Flatten this one and slide it in. Maybe. There we go. Alright, now we're ready for the head and the face. Here's our last match list. There'll be 25 more pieces just for the face and head. Again, it's a pretty articulated model. So 2x4 wall. Push that head out a little bit. And then much like the card guard, we're going to go ahead and add in 1x1 wedges of walnut up top for our brow. Flip 2 more to come down to the bottom jaw. Here we go. Now we're ready to put the face on. We'll switch over to elm wedges, 1x1s. That'll get that lower jaw in. And then once again, these 2 small tiles are the key. Put in 1 and 2. 2 tiles deep. And then a tiny tile of white. And 1 more. These will be the eyes. Now it's time to fill out that muzzle. Let's grab a tiny 4 of elm and do it head on, and it should seat right through those tiles. There we go. This is where the tiles are key. It's going to soften these wedges as we put the 1x1s in. There we go. That's going to be perfect for the nasal ridge. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the ears on. It's going to be right there where the shoulder blade comes in. 2 tiny tiles of walnut. And then we'll top those with 2 tiny tiles of elm. There we go. Perfect. Now once again for the eyes. Kind of got a graduated M style. We'll start on the edge of that ridge. Angle in just a little bit. Kind of come back to the middle of those tiles. And then try to mirror it on the other side with the gap. Come in just a bit. Try to get it centered. Doesn't have to be exactly correct. And then we'll come back down to that ridge. And it's off a little bit, that's okay. The eyes can be a little shifty. Alright, Gorilla's looking pretty good. I did a worker variant on my remote studio base, and everyone thought that looked like Donkey Kong. It is not Donkey Kong, so no copyright infringement. But it does look pretty good with a cute little hat. So we're going to grab our small tile of banana yellow and 2 more tiles, or 1x1 wedges, and then top it off with 2 tiny tiles of lava. And there it is. Our worker gorilla. Looking big, looking imposing. It's a great model. I really hope you enjoy making this. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again next time. Thank you so much.